line we really are. Could we please play the chicken lady? This is audio of a lady who, what do you think she is, 25, 26 years old?
Yeah, in there somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
She is. She goes into a chicken restaurant, and she wants everybody to hear that what they're eating are murdered people. Now, with all of the things going on in today's world, where people are actually slaves, where people are being sold into slavery, where children are being kidnapped and sold into sex slavery, where people are being beheaded because they are Christian or Jewish or not Muslim enough, where homosexuals are being stoned and lashed and killed. This is what this woman has found passion for. Listen to what she said in a restaurant to the diners.
Excuse me, everyone. Can I ask you to listen to me for a minute, please? I have a little girl. She was very abused for her entire life. She was terrified. She has a very determined look in her eyes wherever she goes. And she was hurt and abused.
Keep in mind, we're talking about...
No, don't.
A little girl.
We're talking about a little girl who has a very terrified look in her eyes.
Uh-huh.
She was very determined.
Yeah, and she's abused.
But she was abused her whole life. Now, you're sitting there in this restaurant, and you're like, oh, my gosh, here's this poor woman. She is in tears, and she's crying about her daughter, her little girl, who has been horribly abused her whole life. I'm in with you, sweetheart. What is happening to you? What can I help you with, honey boopy?
Her entire life because of this establishment and because of establishments like it.
Stop just a second. Now I'm thinking to myself, her daughter
has
been abused
by this chicken
restaurant. This
what
is
the heck?
horrible. This is horrifying. I'm taking my
Does she
napkin.
work here? Is that what it is?
I'm taking my napkin off and I'm tossing it down angrily on the table right now. My gosh, sweetie boopy honey pie, how can I help you? This is an outrage.
She was locked away. She was hidden. She had nobody there for her. She was crying. She was scared every single moment. And because her usefulness had run out, she was going to be killed.
Stop just a second. Now this is turning into, I'm eating at a restaurant that is clearly a torture chamber underneath the bowels of this restaurant. They are holding little children, torturing them, and when they get old enough, they slaughter them.
Hitler fillet.
It is a Hitler fillet. This is an outrage. Go ahead.
Going to be killed. Someone was going to murder her. And I can see you smiling, and I can see you laughing. But to her, this is not funny. I went in there with other humans, and I took her out of there. And if I hadn't, she wouldn't be with me right now. She would be gone, just like all of her sisters, just like everybody who we left behind. And I'm here to tell you today that all of those other girls and everyone who we left behind, they just wanted to live too, and they deserve their lives. And right now, their eggs and their milk and their bodies are on plates inside this restaurant.
Oh my gosh! Their eggs and their milk. I want another glass of chicken milk. It's right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who's drinking chicken milk anyway?
Have you tried to milk chickens?
No.
You don't get a lot out of them, but
No.
it's very, very costly. A big glass of chicken. You know how like orange juice, you get it's like $10 for a little teeny glass.
If it's fresh squeezed, yeah.
Chicken milk, freshly squeezed chicken milk.
Yeah.
Unbelievably.
$3,800 a glass.
A glass. It's really hard to fill up a glass.
And that is so unfair to them. My little girl's name is Snow.
Snow.
And every time you see someone eating somebody else's eggs or somebody else's body, you are going to remember her name.
Snow, I am.
Her
I'm gonna
name
laugh.
is Snow.
Snow.
She's a beautiful little girl, and she just wants to live.
Oh,
This
the humanity.
isn't
Stop.
food.
It's
not food.
I cannot take it.
You got to get to the chant though here.
Oh no, there's more. I didn't make
she's
it to
got
the chant.
she's got some people behind her, and they're about ready to hold up signs. So she's getting to the big crescendo here. This is not food.
It's violence.
It's violence. And now all the signs come out. Food is violence.
It's not food! It's violence! Please think of her name every time you see somebody's body on a plate.
Nope.
Her name is Snow, and she just wants to live.
Okay, I am going to tell you. My family and I are going to joke about Snow every time she's on a plate.
Yes.
Every time I see chicken on the plate, my family and I will joke about Snow. It's Snow. She's so delicious.
This is why when I started being a vegetarian, I didn't tell you about it for 6 months. It's because of people like this.
Yes.
I say you don't want to be associated with the chicken lady.
No, you don't.
Okay, so this is crazy. Again, with all of the things that are happening in the world, this is why I want a time capsule.
Is this how you really feel, though, Stu? Is this how you really feel about chicken?
You guys
want
to
burst into a KFC and
Was your chicken named
cry
Hale?
about Snow?
Yeah, I actually had a light drizzle was the name of my chicken.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I did the same thing at a restaurant
so
this weekend.
I had Charlie as a kid. I had Charlie the chicken. Okay, and I loved Charlie the chicken, and he was this nice little chicken, and it was my chicken. Well, Grandpa ate my chicken, and I was very upset. Bastard! He ate my chicken. He took my chicken, and one day we were eating chicken,
and it was your chicken.
and it was my chicken.
That does feel a little weird for a kid, I would think.
Yeah, well, yeah. And you know what my grandfather's response was? That's why we don't name our chickens. And I'm like, Grandpa, he's ate my chicken. He's ate my chicken. And he said the whole time, don't name the chickens. Don't name the chickens. Oh, but
Well,
that
if he
was
warned
Charlie.
you then.
And he warned me.
Yeah.
And he's like, Glenn, we eat chickens. This is what we do. We grow them so we can eat them. This is what we do. We gather their eggs. Yeah, but I know, but Charlie's different. No, he's no different. He's no different. Don't name the chickens. So one day we're eating chicken and I find out it's Charlie the chicken. And I look at my grandfather and he's like, he didn't even pause. He was just like, that's why we don't name our chickens.
That's the Soylent Green moment for you right there, isn't it?
And you know what? I still eat
So
chicken
great.
and I got over it.
Yeah, you get over
I
it.
got over it.
Is that though? I mean, not naming the chicken, isn't that just you're just in denial? Then you're just trying to
No,
hide the
you
fact
don't-
that you don't
no.
want an emotional attachment because
You're going to eat it.
Right, you're going
Right.
to eat it.
But isn't that
you know what? Everything you need to know as a human being, you learn on a farm. The problem with our society is we are no longer an agrarian society. When we moved away from our farms, we lost everything. You don't need to have a book to teach your kids about human sexuality. You're on a farm. What are they doing? I'll tell you. Here's what they're doing. They're making baby calves. That's what they're doing. They're making baby animals. That's how that works. Oh. What do we do? You know, everything.
I think I want to explain it before they see the animals doing that.
You can't. You're on a farm.
You got work to
You're
do.
on a farm. It's happening all around you. It's natural. It's happening all around you.
what a farm is this? Is it a porn farm?
Well,
It's a really good farm.
I am.
It's all around us. There's cows everywhere humping. Is that real?
It's what it's happening.
I mean, I'm sure it occurs, but it's happening everywhere.
Well, nobody see. You're on a farm. You are bound to see it. It happens. Okay, it happens. So,
Cow orgies everywhere in the pasture.
Oh, and we're all gonna die. The morals of these cattle, it's just awful. So everything you need to know is happening on a farm. You understand your place in the universe. You understand your dependence on God. You understand how things work. You understand, I mean, honestly, the little lost sheep. You know, go find the one lost sheep. I had one of the most incredible summers 2 years ago, one of the most incredible summers up at the ranch because we spent several weeks up there. And we had to go and we were, repairing the fences and we were, feeding the cows and the chickens and everything else. One day we find a sheep that had been lost for a year. All of a sudden the sheep is running in the backyard and we're like, Charlie, is that you? I thought we had you as Chops. It was a sheep. So we have to go and we run and we get under the rhino, and we're trying to track down this sheep. Now, if you've never tried to catch a sheep, it's damn near impossible. So we're going and we're running around and trying to corner this sheep and get the sheep. We learned so much. We're like, okay, this is how much God cares about us. This is how much we fight him. This is how much we are like, no, because you get close and you're like, don't fight me. Sweetheart, don't fight me. We're going to help. We're here to help you. We're here to help you. We're also here to eat you at some point, but we're here to help you right now.
It's a strange line to draw, isn't it? It really is.
It is. Okay.
Okay.
So this is not completely consistent.
We're here to help you. You're so tasty.
Not a perfect analogy, maybe.
not exactly. But anyway, everything you need to know, you learn. This person is so far away from the food chain that it's not food, it's murder. No, I'm sorry, sweetie, but it is not. It is food. Now, there is no reason. I'm with you 110%. There is no reason to torture animals.
No.
There's no reason
to mistreat them.
I don't eat veal because I think to make them tasty, suspending them and putting them in a box their whole life is absolutely inhumane. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Now, I don't go as far as the Japanese with, the Wagyu beef, where they're giving them massages every day. I don't think I need to do that either. Let them roam. Let them eat. Let them fatten up. You look great. Have some more of that grass over there. You hungry? Have a little bit more. I'm here to help you. Then I'm going to eat you.
Wow, what a humanitarian.
That's me. Yeah, I'm humanitarian. And you know what the key word, the root of that word is? Human. Human. The animals are here to keep us warm, to keep us fed. It is our job to treat them humanely, to treat them the right way. We don't abuse any animals we don't kill them for sport. We kill them to